Hey all, it's Nim or Nimicry if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today, we're going to be talking about Sword of Legends Online and its ability to be played with a controller. Now, normally when I see an MMO has controller support, I'm tepid at best. That's my interest. It's tepid, like, oh, okay, that's nice, that works for some people. I tend to use a keyboard and mouse because I have a very nice keyboard and a very nice mouse. It's got the buttons on the side, I can do my whole rotation with one hand. It's wonderful. But in the interest of fairness and, let's say, completeness, I figure let's give a shot at the controller, see how it works. That way I can fully recommend it or fully not recommend it. And I will say that I had a better time with a controller than I thought I would. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to make sure your controller is enabled, how to map buttons and change keybinds, and then we're going to go through some content with the controller so you can see, okay, this is what it looks like in real time. If you like this type of content, go on and click subscribe. Fourth channel, help grow. We're almost at 1,100 subs, which is, yeah, pretty good. But without further ado, let's get to it. In order to play Sword of Legends Online with a controller, we first have to make sure that the controller is enabled. It's on by default, so most people won't have to worry about it, but just in case, hit escape, go to game settings, go to advanced, scroll down until you see enable gamepad. Alright, and your controller's enabled. And off, on. Simple enough. Just a simple checkbox. And of course, there is a nested option, which is automatically face target when using gamepad. So when using gamepad, if you have that checked, you'll automatically face the target. I would say it's analogous to aim assist in an FPS. Simple enough there. So we back out of that. We hit escape again. And because here's the thing, you may not like the normal keybinds, and there will be a video on keybinds coming. So go to shortcuts, and as you can see, I can map whatever I want for this. So I just take my controller, it's already enabled. Boom, and I'm moving it around right now, as you can see here. So we'll go over here, drag on over to there, drag that down. So I could map anything I wanted because, again, you may not like the default keybinds. Maybe you find them annoying, maybe you find them good. Either way. So we back out of that, hit apply, cancel. I don't think I changed anything, but whatever, cancel. And now we're here. And as you can see at the bottom, we've got the hot tip, or the hotbars changed their input, or their input hint, which is LTNX, LTY, LTB, LTA, so on and so forth. And if we set the controller back down, let's say we're tired of playing with the controller, all we can do is, boom, move the mouse. As soon as I move the mouse, it changes. So you can snap back and forth as easily as you'd like to do. The only limitation I've seen with a controller so far is that as with a keyboard and mouse, I can hit control and bring up and access all of my menus easily without having to access my settings. On a controller, I can't do that. So on a controller, I have to pause, and that brings up the arrow, which lets me do this. So simple enough. That's that. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go through some content playing with our good friend the controller to show you how it works in real time. I'll see you at the beginning of the dungeon. Alright, and here we are on the Frostbitten Path. We're going to be playing this with a controller. We're doing the dungeon here, as you can see. Simple enough. Easy peasy. So I'm moving around with my controller. Waiting on the rest of the people here. Still do the jumps. Still do the swings. And let's take a look here and see what we got. Is anybody summoning a... Oh, there we are. Okay, so that's LB. We'll take our little food, our little buff. Ba-ba! Perfection. My dash. The B is dash. Alright, let's go do the damn thing. Looks like we got a Reaper healer, and then we got this guy is a boss. He does an arrow attack. Not really all that worried about it. Alright, let's hit that. RTB, RTA, RT over. And let's just start dropping them things on him. So I use the gap close there. Easy enough. While I can play with this, I don't know that this is going to become my primary form of play, because quite frankly, I miss having the mouse and keyboard. I have to think about. I don't have to think about it so much with the mouse and keyboard, and here it's just kind of, I don't know. I have to think about it. Now again, it's not bad. Oh yeah, torrent of arrows. I see you. Oh, there you go. Are we even bothering break? Yeah, I guess we are breaking his guard thing, which is fine. His golden stance. Alright, let's see here. He's down. That's LBY. There it is. Oh, you decided to use Blade Heart. Or Blade Echo. I mean, we'll be fine. It's not a big deal. That guy does a lot of damage. I gotta find out what he's... I mean, granted, I'm probably not... I'm just messing around right now. Ah. He just ran away from me. Which really sucks. Here we go. All right, Hong Chin Shui. Let's get moving, okay? We don't have all day for this. I just want to kill you. Man, how many? This thing just seems to be taking forever. With his bouncing around. There we go. Now I can actually... Let's actually put some damage on Homeboy. There it is. Simple enough. That was the first boss. As an actual boss we beat in the game using a controller. And we did it with the native controller support. No mods needed at all. So that's really cool. New piece of gear. Not really worried about that. We're just going to close that out right now. The hell is... No, I don't need that. There we go. Okay. And now we're back. Time to fight the boss man. This guy's easy. He basically just flails all over the place. I don't really like him for that, but what are you gonna do? Come here. Let's start dropping some bombs on you. I'm sure, I am quite sure you are different, sir. Okay, there's a little bit of damage. There's RTY, there it is, easy enough. Snap target, and let's move. So I've got, we've still got about half of his posture bar left. I know it's not technically called a posture bar, but I've played too much Sekiro for it to not be a posture bar for me. Let's bring that up, bring that up, bring that up. Alright, let's go RT over. RT over, RT over. Okay, there we go. And we're doing the Cloud Ripper level 4. Oh, hold on now. LBX. Ah, alright. Time to do this because I saw him get knocked down, so I figured we'd have a little bit of fun there. Cloud Ripper 4. 4. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Yes! Cloud Ripper 3. There, we pulled off the 4. Nice. And I just keep dropping those things because I wanna break his posture as often as possible. A general dungeon tactic. If you can deplete the gold gauge, do so because it will give you a big chance to do a lot of burst damage. Provided you hit your execute during that when they're on the ground and their posture is rebuilding, we'll say. And this is a normal mode, so it shouldn't be any trouble here. I came into this without my cooldowns, so what are you gonna do? Alright, and again, still whole thing there, so we got RTY, RTA, we'll use Y again to make sure to get that stuff there. And now he's throwing a tantrum. Literally, this guy cries in the middle of battle. So my one downfall that I would say, at least as playing as a berserker that I've seen so far in combat, and I do want to mention this, is that if I try to hold my Cloud Ripper, I actually, I can't press it and have it go off. I have to actually do something. Charge that. Alright, simple enough. Yeah, I didn't do so great there. That one, he rushes around all over the damn place. And the big smash! Boom! There it is. And again, that was a lot of damage, man. That was a lot of damage. I love it. Alright, so there we got all those done. Now let's get a final boss of the dungeon. Pretty simple. Now, if you play on hard mode, there is a bonus boss after this, which we are not going to be doing with... One, we're not on hard mode. But two, we're not going to be doing that right now. Oh, what the hell? Oh, we're literally fighting him. Yeah, I know you're dizzy. Got it. Oh, did we interrupt it? No, I don't know if we did. Alright, come on. Leap and swing. Oh, and we don't... So, another downfall, at least for me, is that it's harder to snap interrupt. Like, I'm used to pressing 7 to interrupt and not having to think about it, and it makes life really, really easy. This, on the other hand, not so easy. That being said, again, it could be a matter of practice. This is literally the first dungeon I've done with the controller, and I probably won't do another one, just because of the fact there's no reason for me to. I'm good with a I'm good with a mouse and keyboard, not a controller. Okay, he's dizzy. Let's see here. Let's just got it. Okay, we did it. It's weird to have to think about using like my left or right hand. Normally, I just have everything on one hand. But this is a viable way to play, and I'm sure there are some people who would actually be more skilled at it than playing with a mouse and keyboard. Okay, so I think we got that off. And then, of course, let's pop Eat the World, just because. Hop and swish. Hop and swing. Hop and swing, huh? Alright, let's bring this out. Bring him out, bring him out. And LBY. Big sword. Smash, smash. LBX. There's my wolf attack. So we drop this, and it's simple enough. He's at 7%. And boom. Okay, and once we're done with this boss, we're gonna go to our outro, and we'll wrap up the video, and I'll give my final thoughts on everything here. That being said, if you do enjoy this content, feel free to subscribe. So we've beaten the boss. Perfect. I don't care about that. Let's go here. Open this bad boy. Let's open these up real quick. Not a big deal. Just give me my stuff. I don't need the PvE boxes. Would have been useful. All right. So let's head out. Let's exit the dungeon, and we're done with that. It's a little hard. It's a little harder to do certain things with a controller, but I've got at least a few of those PvE boxes, which I can hope. It'd be cool if I could just put it up in the market and just sell it and just be like, hey, whatever. My final thoughts on using a controller in Sword of Legends Online. 1, it works okay, right? You can do it. You can play with a controller in Sword of Legends Online. I just did a dungeon that's near max level content. Fine. I didn't perform as well as I like to, but that could also be due to using a new medium or interacting with the world. If I were to run through that using the same thing as a mouse and keyboard, I'd probably be a lot higher on the DPS meter normally. But you can totally play there. Second, it's viable. Like, anyone who says it's not viable, you know, is just don't ignore them. Just ignore them. I will say I found some limitations, of course, with the menu option. I have to actually go into the settings, but that's as simple as a button press and drag, as opposed to here, I can just hit Control, you know, without having to pause the game. I can still actually move and do other things while I'm accessing menus. So that is a slight knock, but I mean that's so minor that it doesn't matter. And the fact of the matter, too, that this is a buy-to-play MMO as opposed to a subscription, having things that would say, oh, they're just trying to increase your time played, so you have to sub again, those arguments fall flat. Honestly, if you want to play with a controller, I had a surprisingly easy time to pick it up. I didn't have to map anything. And that being said, I am using a PC controller that's built by Microsoft, so I didn't have to do any type of mapping originally. It's just plug it in, it plays, and it works. You may have to do that if you use like a Sony brand controller or something like that. Let me know in the comments below if that's the case, if you happen to use a Sony brand controller on your PC while you're playing a very niche MMO. And I know that's like 4 levels deep of a request, so if no one answers that, it's fine. But outside of that, guys, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Of course, it helps out the channel greatly. We're almost at 1,100 subs. And I do want to mention, you can follow me on Twitter, @Nimicry. If you'd like to chat in the Discord, there's a Discord link down below. In addition, if you like this game and you want to maybe help out your friend Nim, you can always purchase it through my link if you don't have it already. And for the truly immortal heroes among us, there is a Patreon. So, feel free to check out that Patreon. Do what you want to do, and of course, we will go from there. Guys, I enjoyed recording this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye.